Alright, just hang on tight. We'll get it started in just a jip. Thank you all for tuning in. This is your boy, Satoshi Mother Effin' Heavy. As always, it'll be a quick one. As you know, it's Tuesday. Run for about 30 to 20 minutes. And get out of here. Cover Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Peace out. Get going and bout. Damn. A minute. Minute and a half. Sit tight. Grab a pen and paper to get it going. Got the chat box open. Ever post this anywhere? Welcome, and thank you all for tuning in. This is your boy, Satoshi Mother Effin' Heavy, and I'll get this going just give me about 10 more seconds. Don't have things set up quite properly, and I'm going to in about a few seconds. Give me a jip. Do one more thing. We got it going. I have a buddy coming in to watch what I do and how I do it, so if he's going to step in pretty soon. He's running a little late because of traffic coming on down, so don't mind him when he steps in. You might hear him walking in the background, say some words and stuff like that, but it should be good. All right. And with that, let's begin. All right. We'll go ahead and start with Bitcoin. Again, we're going to be talking about anything probably within a 1 hour time frame and lower. Bitcoin in a 1 hour interests me heavily. Okay, this is my idea. I drew up, I think last time we had this, and we're about here. We did move up, come down. Oh no, we're here. Came down, made a little pivot up, broke down. It happened way quicker than I anticipated, obviously. I anticipated this box being the time happening in, but it's still the same movement happening down, sideways, and down. It's a three-way move here. Moved up, and in my opinion, we're doing exactly what I thought we're going to do, so I have no reason to think we're not going to do it exactly yet. There's only a few things that make me a little worried here. If we're a low time frame trader, this is a long scenario with like stops down here, and you're targeting, you know, $56,000. I'm in a long on ETH from 18,300 and what the fuck? 1,800. What? 1,838 and 60 cents. But we'll cover that right now. And so I think we have one more up at a bare minimum, and then at that point, I think this is going to be a C wave, because this to me looks like a very clear three-way move here, and you can't. To me, you can't say it's not that in any other way. 3 right? Boom, boom. And so when I look at this, I see that the arrow is coming down pretty low, and we have some hidden divergences here as well that I think are going to play out and cause this last little pop-up. Now, we have some very clear rules, I think. I think at this moment, this move here, which I'm deeming wave 3, is shorter than wave 1. So we know that we have some rules we could follow to make us very confident in. Ooh, maybe not. Let's check this. Wow. It all depends where you take the high of 3. Then that is very, subjective. It could be taken here, which will make it wave 3 shorter. It could be taken here, which will make wave 3 higher. But it doesn't really matter. What matters is that if this is the top of wave 3, that makes this shorter, wave 3 shorter than wave 1. Therefore, we know that if we're going to have a solid short, it will come before the 1-to-1 of this move here. So if price goes above 58,940, we know that wave 3 is not shorter than wave 1. Because right now we're missing, in a true impulse, you usually get at least one extended wave, and we don't really have that right now. Both these waves are they're not really extended in any way, unless 5 is very small, which could happen like that, being like within 1/3 of 1. So we get about right here, which is right at the target zone I was talking about. And making 1 the extended move, which is it could happen, where 1's the extension, but you know those are the hardest to judge because you're waiting on the last move to prove to you that wave was the extension. Because in a true impulse, you always get at least one wave extended of the others. If wave 3 is slightly longer than wave 1, there's a high chance to just straight run to the highest like this, which is 100% logical. So I'm with the idea that we're going to move up within the next 24 hours, as long as we maintain about, in my opinion, we can't make another low. I think structurally and in regards to time, we can't break this level here. It doesn't make sense anymore. We have to keep moving up. We could possibly do this, but we can't break it. We have to keep moving up. So if we get below here, I'll consider shorting, but I know for a fact if we break back below that range high there, I'm definitely going to be short. Because that to me would tell me that this middle move here was a WXY double zigzag move here, which happens sometimes, very rare, but it happens. Usually you get a flat and then a zigzag, or a zigzag and a flat, or a triangle and a zigzag, but very infrequently do you get two of the same patterns in X waves. And YXYs, they usually inverse in terms of structure. And so if this happens, I mean it happens, but we know that logically we would assume that since the hourly kind of reset, one more high, and then possibly look for a short opportunity at that point. The other trade, again, if you weren't buying the reset here, is that if we break down below that range low, that's just short there. You place your stop at the 618 to 786 level of this move down, and you're hoping to ride into that wave down. A, B, C. Or it could develop into a flat, a running flat. We don't really know. It all depends on how high this last move goes. The higher it goes, the less likely we are to break this low. If we stay within the 786 of this current move to the downside from this high, it's more likely that we will break this low, which we are currently still underneath 786. I'm going to mark out the red zone here because that's going to be pretty important for me. All right, that's essentially it for Bitcoin, though. In terms of a trade, I'm looking, again, I'm already in a trade on ETH, a long situation. And my criteria for that was I had a reset here, and then the hourly was already coming down for a reset. So I was trying to anticipate this here, that curl, because if you wait for that curl, it's already, it's past, it's past the moment, the prime opportunity to buy. Same here, you see that it's past the prime opportunity to buy, past that, right? So I was trying to time it with the lower time frame. Let's go to ETH real quick. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all. Oh my god, my chart is not here. Hold on, I'll do that again. Boom! Jesus Christ! Thank God I looked back. I was almost very bad. So I'll start from the top. It's going to be very quick because it's not really complex or complicated. Mostly it was just me trying to explain why I did what I did, but I'm not going to explain it anymore. For now, again, the thesis is that we're in a 5-wave impulse in a C wave, and we're waiting for this final move to complete. If we start trading below 53,650, it's invalid in my opinion. There is a possibility we could do this, but it has to happen very quickly, and we cannot close below 53,650 on the hourly. If we do that, if we close below that level on the hourly, I am pretty certain that this is going to no longer be this, and it's going to turn into that YXY I was talking about. I'm not going to go over the rules which I went over while I was in a black screen, because that's just me trying to give you guys some extra alpha and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to give you the idea and trade now, because I kind of fucked up there. So if we break below, again, this is a secondary if it happens. Okay, if we break below this on the hourly, I'm not going to short yet, but then I'm going to be on a high priority to short. We start looking for my low time frame, 13-minute time frame to go short on me, to maybe line up with the hourly, like OG Chevy going short with me. Usually it holds pretty fucking solid on those calls. So if we break down below that level, OG Chevy go short, I look for that lower time frame to go short. But the big dagger would be a break back below this range right here. If we do that, I'm definitely going to open up a short. Not immediately, I'll wait for a little rebound, hopefully, because there's some support right here, so you anticipate this rebounding a little bit. Anticipate this order block holding. Have your stop at the 786-ish, and then you're riding this move down. You're anticipating this being a giant ABC, like this. But that's the secondary. The primary right now is that we're doing this. Hold on. Boom. Okay, primary is this. And it has been since this like essentially down here, and then it's gonna do this. Talk about fuckery, right? How many people can trade that stuff? It's very hard. This was pretty difficult in here. Trying to figure out what was happening in here. As soon as I saw this 5-wave up, and I saw this, I was like, okay, we know what's going on. Right? So, rules moving forward. Yes, run long, or if it breaks down, you can potentially buy a long. Stop like at roughly 53,390. Closing below this level is really 100% invalidation in my opinion. I'll be out of my position. My stop will be hit before that on ETH anyways. Targeting this area here, it's an order block and liquidity zone. Lines up with the 618 extension, also the 101 extension of A to B to C. If we start trading above 58,950, then this is most likely wrong, and this is probably some weird wacko impulse that started, and I just totally missed it, because this level is breaking corrective rules right here. This would say that we're now impulsing higher, breaking this level, that level right there. I don't anticipate to break. I don't anticipate this to break. If it does, I'm gonna be on high alert for this to just keep going. Okay. So that's essentially it. So again, that was my thesis. Hope that makes sense. I'm gonna pop up in the chat box now. Yeah, that was rough. I'm sorry about that. Thank God we only went for like 7 minutes before I got super. Get to the end where I look at the screen. I usually have OBS on my big screen to my left, and then I have my 2 smaller monitors in front of me where I run everything else. Yeah, hourly's pretty in a prime position for a reset. That's why I was like, man, this could happen because this lower time frame here on the 13-minute is topped out a little bit. See this? So like a day trade, if you're like a day trader scalper, this wouldn't be a bad trade here. But you have to understand that with the larger idea, still we're moving up like this. So do you really want to risk that little trade when you might want to sit on your hands to capture into that buy? So that's on you, you know. That's the game we play. The criteria is there, you know, double top stochastic, top dot stochastic. Not really a divergence here on a 13-minute yet. The best entry would be if we get like a little divergence like that, pop up, break that high like this, but make a divergence. That would be a prime entry. for a reset, and then you'd buy here, and then you'd be targeting this level here, stop around here. Obviously, if we trade below this level, we know what we're doing at that point. Okay, let's go to ETH. ETH. It's a little tricky. I'm assuming ETH is very much the same as Bitcoin, to be 100% honest with you. Not the same idea. There's two things. There was I had a count earlier today where I really thought ETH was gonna fucking explode like this, but it didn't happen. My idea was that this was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's gonna go up, but we took too much time now, so that's not right. Bitcoin's a little bit more clear. Something like that. This little 5-way move up is very peculiar to me. It's just very in the middle of nowhere. I don't like the timing of it necessarily, but it works decently well. This is 1 more degree higher. I don't know where this seat was up here. Again, there's really no telling how high. I'm with the same idea though, that we're in this final move here. We have new levels today, I think. You can come in. I'm still on this shit though. I announced it to everybody that you're gonna be here. I have one more coin to do, so it'd be good.
You have what?
One more coin to do.
Are you on it now right now?
Yeah, you can. People know you're gonna be here. Told everybody you're gonna be here.
Is it like a mic or?
Yeah, over here.
Is this on?
No,
Okay.
they can't see us.
Okay.
We're too ugly for that.
Yeah, I'm way too ugly.
So new levels today. I forgot to map that out on Bitcoin, so we'll go over that right now. So let's make sure I'm not tripping balls. Oh, our new levels will be opening in literally 3 minutes. So I'm assuming it's going to be like this. The high is going to be there. The daily open is going to probably be around here. And the daily low is, I think, like right here now. So we have a very tight range. That means range deviation will mean it's probably going to be very important. So be on top of that. But this is primary thesis. We're doing this. There's a possibility we could come, like, bounce here, retest the D1 open, come back up. But I'm with the idea that it's going to continue up at the current moment. Like I said, I'm in a trade on Ethereum already at that level stated. 1,838. And yeah. So delete this level. We don't need that. Delete anything we don't need. Hide this. This was just two fib points. So I was looking for a buyback opportunity, which I did buy back on this. But I ended up taking a loss because that went lower than I wanted to. But this is the idea for now. I'm looking for a short opportunity when this is done. Same idea as Bitcoin in a higher degree. The higher 5 goes. 5 is limited on Ethereum, looks like. So let's throw some rules real quick. You know that wave 3 cannot be the shortest. So if this is truly going to be wave 3, we know that wave 5 will be less than 1,996. If we happen to push past 1,996, I'm holding my position. Because that means this is wrong and that we're doing something more explosive and most likely coming from this high. Alright? The primary thesis is whenever this is done, this B wave is done, that it's going to come and do a little mini crash and scare everybody out. You want to buy this. Buy this. Okay? Alright, Litecoin, then we get the fuck out of here. Okay, this was kind of happened. This move just didn't go as low as I thought here. It's an unfortunate thing. We did move up, move down, but we didn't come back up and then move back down as a flat as anticipated. We did do it kind of, which let me check this measurement to see if this was a contracting flat. It looks like it was. And it was. it hit those minimum requirements, we look for a contracting flat. So you can't anticipate those happening. Is when they happen, they happen. You just have to be on your toes if you're on opposite direction. What that means is like if you're short here on that, if you saw this A wave and you saw this B wave and you saw this clear three-way pattern here, and you're short that B wave, you know that as soon as price started trading back above the 618 here, after hitting the algo here, you probably want to get out of your position because you know that that contracting flat is a valid pattern. This order block's still prominent here. Litecoin's a little tricky here, but I'm thinking very much the same. I'm thinking it's a WXY though. It's going to be like this, WXY. I'm really thinking it's going to be an ABC here. Like this, ABC. And again, structurally, this looks like a three-way pattern to me. This looks like a contracting flat. This looks like a little... This is clearly a consolidation pattern because we broke the high. There could be a chance that Litecoin does this, tests that little area, but it would be a flat buy opportunity. I'm with the idea that Litecoin as well is doing the same thing. This level here is very important for Litecoin. Same thing as Litecoin. If we manage to start trading below, you know, that significant level, I'm expecting this pattern to play out on a higher degree, just flat. A, B, C. In terms of time, we're already in time, so now we just need to look for structure. To me, this looks incomplete. This looks like it needs to go higher. Could be wrong to do this. This is a trade you could potentially buy here, but my opinion, the trade you want is if you know what you're doing, this is a good trade to short. If you're really patient, the best trade would be this buy on this C wave down here once it's complete, which can take some time. Right? This might be next week or something like that, or 2 weeks. Right. Let me peep any. All right. If anyone has any last minute question or concern, this is your time to ask me them. Because then if you don't, in the next 5 minutes, I'll be out of here. All right. Again, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all patience at the beginning. When I started streaming, I forgot to turn my screen on, so it's just me talking to just a black screen.
No way.
You have for like 10 minutes. That's where like, bro, everyone's like, bro, it's black screen. I don't see anything. No screen. I don't see anything. Black screen.
You ain't a rookie anymore, man. Come on.
I always do that on accident.
I sent you a nice little promotion video here. You doing your thing.
Nice. Noise. Again, everybody's last like 2-3 minutes. I actually give you 1 minute because I am I'm out of here. 95,000. Where the hell is this? Oh, there it is. In the meantime, I'm going to start the tunes. Like I said, again, appreciate y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. You can catch me again this Thursday about the same time. Always New York close. And then again this Sunday, long time frame, high time frame, all the good stuff. Again, if you like what you saw, took something from it, took a trade, made some money, hit the like, subscribe button, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you want more of, and I will make sure to keep that in the comment section. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been your boys, Toshi Mother Effing Heavy. Signing out. Peace out.
still have stock though, right?
I hate when that happens.
Make your intro too?